Today's meal is beef goulash, served with mashed potatoes and a side of yogurt-dill cucumber salad. The onions, garlic, and red peppers are chopped first. For the carrots, I use the mandolin to slice them thinly, mostly to sneak in a few extra veggies. The tomatoes are chopped separately and placed in a bowl. I bought the beef already cut into goulash-sized cubes, which made things a lot simpler. I lightly coat it with flour and season it with salt. I heat up some olive oil in a Dutch oven over medium heat, and the beef is browned in two batches, giving each piece enough space. This step takes a little patience, but it's worth it. Once the beef is nicely browned on all sides, it's removed from the pot and set aside on a plate. A bit more olive oil goes into the Dutch oven, followed by the onions and garlic. After they start to soften, the peppers and carrots are added in. I take my time here, scraping out the brown bits from the bottom of the pot as everything cooks. Then the chopped tomatoes go in. I really take my time to cook the vegetables and scrape the bottom of the pot. At that point, I stir in a quarter cup of paprika powder, making sure everything is well coated. I then add enough water just to cover everything and continue to scrape the bottom of the pot. The browned beef is added back along with all the juices from the plate. I add a little more water, a couple of small spoonfuls of stock powder, and a pinch of salt. Everything gets a good stir, the lid goes on, and I let it simmer for around an hour until the beef is tender. While the goulash is simmering, I move on to the cucumber salad. The mandolin comes out again to thinly slice the cucumbers straight into a bowl. The slices are lightly coated with salt and left to sit for a few minutes while the dressing is made. For the dressing, a few tablespoons of plain yogurt go into a bowl. I mix in a small spoonful of sugar, salt, olive oil, some Dijon mustard, and a splash of apple cider vinegar. Then give it a good stir until smooth. To the bowl of the sliced cucumbers, I added fresh dill and the dressing. The dressing is mixed through the cucumber slices and the salad is set in the fridge to chill until it's ready to serve. I checked on the goulash after around an hour, but it needed more time. I put the lid back on and let it continue to simmer. During this time, I started on the mashed potatoes. The cut up potatoes went into a pot of cold water and were brought to a boil. While the potatoes were cooking, I let the goulash simmer gently without the lid so the sauce could thicken slightly. And once the potatoes were soft, I drained them and returned them to the pot with some butter. A splash of milk and a little more butter went in, and I used a hand mixer to make the potatoes smooth and creamy. I noticed I could use a little bit more milk, so I added just enough to get the texture I wanted. I used a large spoon to give everything a final mix. When everything was ready, I plated a generous portion of mashed potatoes, topped it with a ladle of goulash, and added a spoonful of sour cream. The cucumber salad came out of the fridge and was served into a small bowl on the side.